Welcome to Ring Space, your go-to source for the latest in boxing today. We're diving deep into the controversy surrounding Tank Davis, his rematch with Lamont Roach, and Adrien Broner's battle to stay in the game. Is Davis still the face of boxing? And can Broner make a real comeback? Stay tuned, because we're breaking it all down right now.
In a time where you ain't see me without Tank, or you ain't see Tank without me. But what happened was, I think what happened was, he just like, damn, bro. I feel like he look up to me so much, it's like, I let him down. Cause he know, cause he's somebody that really know like what I can do and how good I am.
Scorecards. Judge at the ringside, Eric Marlinski scores it on 115 to 113 in favor of Gervonta Davis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scores about 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
Adrien Broner wasn't in Jaron Boots Ennis's training camp before his fight with Lamont Roach, but that didn't stop him from sharing his thoughts. Broner wasn't trying to take shots at Ennis, who he calls his little brother, but he didn't hold back either. He pointed out that over time, Tank Davis has started showing signs of wear, which likely played a role in his surprising retirement announcement last December.
Right now, me and Tank, like, it's weird because he loved me to death, he know I love him to death, but we don't talk every day how we used to, nigga.
Broner said you could see that wear and tear in Tank's fight against Frank Martin, something that wasn't obvious in his earlier fights. Still, he praised Davis's career, saying his record speaks for itself. Whether it's fatherhood or just age catching up to him, Broner believes Tank has already done enough. In the sport, he also made a bold statement, claiming Davis should have won against Roach, and that Roach didn't do enough to take the victory from him. This isn't the first time Davis has been accused of not taking his career seriously. Even before his fight against Francisco Fona nearly 8 years ago on the same card as Mayweather versus McGregor, he skipped the grand arrivals during fight week. He repeated the same mistake before his 2023 fight with Frank Martin, and even failed to make weight for the Fona fight.
You won't get too much on paper, but shit, I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him, I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision win.
Davis has also run into legal trouble. In 2023, he spent 44 days in jail for breaking his house arrest terms, and was later sentenced to 3 years of probation. Despite these setbacks, his natural talent is undeniable. His power is incredible for his size. Now, with retirement on the table, he needs to decide if he's truly ready to commit to boxing, both in and out of the ring. There's talk that he might have one more fight before a rematch with Roach, and if he wants to stay at the top, he'll need to make a statement in that fight.
Did you win? I was like, oh, you. I was like, oh shit, here it goes. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with.
Many people believe Roach Jr. and his team have a good argument for overturning the fight's result, and they've already started the appeal process. Roach Jr. took to social media to vent his frustration, shutting down claims that his performance was lacking. He insisted that the knockdown should have sealed him a unanimous decision win, not just a split decision, and demanded recognition for his victory.
So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's okay. We gonna run it back. It's okay.
When someone suggested that overturning the knockdown would only change the fight to a split decision, Roach Jr. quickly corrected them. He explained that a 10-8 round in his favor would swing the score by 3 points, making it a unanimous win. Dismissing critics, he told them to go back to their cave. Roach Jr. stressed that the real takeaway from the fight wasn't that Tank got exposed, it was that Roach fought a brilliant fight, showing the skills and strategy to challenge Davis at the highest level.
You think about what happened in the 9th round. How frustrated are you that that wasn't counted as a knockdown?
Man.
That's not to say Davis didn't deserve any criticism. Many people pointed out that he started slow and was too cautious with his punches, almost costing him the fight. His decision to kneel in the 9th round, assuming he could take a break, was also widely criticized. But at the same time, Roach's performance deserved more attention. He was up against one of the best counterpunchers in the sport and managed to outmaneuver him, matching Davis's left hooks with precise right hands and patiently setting his own traps.
Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to wipe.
Roach made sure that when he exchanged punches, he didn't linger. He'd land his shots and then move out of range. His chin was tested too, as Davis landed some solid punches, but Roach took them well and kept pushing forward. Davis was the clear favorite going into the fight, and most people didn't think Roach stood a real chance, but those who did saw him as a tough challenge. Even so, nobody expected Roach to come that close to breaking Davis's undefeated record.
He had the white shirt out his eye, but the rules do state if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that.
Fight serves as a reminder that top fighters should take on their biggest challenges when they get the chance, because waiting too long can backfire. That said, Davis can fix his reputation quickly. He just needs to take the right steps. If he jumps into an immediate rematch with Roach and wins convincingly, he can restore his standing. After the fight, Davis hinted at an even bigger matchup on the horizon, with many speculating it could be against Shocker Stevenson. But with his recent performance, that potential fight has lost some of its excitement.
But if that was kind of a knockdown, I would win a majority decision.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called a knockdown?
A fight between Tank Davis and Shocker Stevenson billed as a clash for the title of the best American boxer under 30 loses some appeal if one of them is coming off a fight they arguably lost. Before anything else, Davis needs to run it back with Roach and secure a win. It won't be an easy task, but it's necessary if he wants to keep the hype alive for future fights against Stevenson and other top contenders. A draw on his record isn't the end of the world, but the idea that he wasn't the better man in his last fight could hurt his reputation. To move forward, he needs a dominant win to put those doubts to rest.
I don't know, did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know. I don't know. But
from Roach! And there's a left uppercut that lands for Roach. Davis digs to the body. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned with right, and he took a knee. He took a knee.
You take a knee like that, that looks like a knockdown. All right? That's up.
That's a generous call from Roach. Did he not take a knee? Take them out. Right. Took them out. And that's right. Oh, here comes
The Davis-Roach rematch has to happen next, and it needs to be in a venue that lets the passionate fans from both sides, Davis's Baltimore supporters and Roach's DC crowd, bring the energy. One thing to avoid: New York's Willis, a referee often tied to the commission. Right now, Davis is at a crossroads. Once seen as the heir to Floyd Mayweather, he's now dealing with both personal and professional hurdles. At this stage in his career, he must face his inner battles and prove he can overcome them. Through it all, he stayed close with Adrien Broner, who was like a brother to him when they were both part of Mayweather's camp. Recently, Davis returned the favor, helping Broner out of a rough spot before his comeback fight against Blair Cobbs.
Tank caught me like, yo, I need some help with this. You know what I'm saying? The AB came to me, and the great thing that I loved about the whole situation, through all the stuff AB went through, he was respectful. You know what I'm saying? He showed up, he did, champ, look, you're on my protocol now, and the results that he's seen, he in a good space. You know what I'm saying? We thought it was his hand hurt, but it was his elbow.
Some argue that Broner's absence during Davis's training for the Roach fight might have contributed to Davis's bad luck, especially since Broner was there when Davis knocked out Frank Martin. Meanwhile, Broner had his own problems, suffering a humiliating loss to Blair Cobbs just a week earlier. When asked about Broner's training camp, Davis's coach said he saw real progress in Broner. He noted that Broner was showing glimpses of his old self, giving hope that a comeback was still possible.
Also know one thing, being too confident can get you killed. And I also know that about the game as well.
How did you know you had trouble with the law? How'd you find that out?
Huh? We ain't here for that. But
okay, but you have connections everywhere.
Hey, see, everybody thought he was gone, see?
Do you think he met Chapo?
Huh?
Do you think he met El Chapo?
I mean, I ain't worried about that, you know. What up, Chapo,
man?
The trainer explained that while many had written Broner off, the truth was that he never really left the sport. He still has unfinished business, and the opportunity Davis gave him could be a shot at proving he's not done yet.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Does he look like Tank?
No.
Nah.
I'm about to get out of here.
Me too.
All right. So, message to your fans, Adrien. What do you tell people who love you and support you?
Support me, follow me, and I'll fight for y'all. You already know. AB, Adrien Broner, always ball.
Do you know which stars are coming yet?
Huh?
Which celebrities are coming to the fight?
Man, it's Miami. You know.
Everybody.
You know, everybody coming. And the off season, if you ain't in the playoffs, everybody go to Miami. You know, you never know who you might see.
When a reporter asked if Davis and Broner were happy to be back working together, the coach pointed out that it was Davis's chance to repay the support Broner had given him earlier in his career. In a way, their roles have reversed compared to their early days in boxing.
Do you think he met El Chapo?
I mean, I ain't worried about that, you know. What up, Chapo?
The dynamic between them has changed now. Tank is like the big brother, and Broner is in the little brother role. Despite that, the respect between them remains the same. Broner, though smiling, acknowledged the weight of his responsibilities, especially his deep bond with Coach Mike. He admitted that before retiring, his main goal is to win another world title not just for himself, but for Coach Mike too. At 34, Broner is still known as much for his troubles outside the ring as for his skills inside it. His past includes a 2016 robbery arrest and a long battle with alcohol.
Like Stafford, kind of like a very emotional. No, but just in depth, like just point of just posting that, was that just to kind of reflect on how much he's meant to you leading into this fight?
Man, Coach Mike is everything to me. You know, I promised myself before I hang the gloves up, I gotta become world champion for Coach Mike and for myself. That's the goal for sure.
Broner hasn't had a world-class win since 2017, when he barely edged out Adrien Granados by split decision. Once seen as a future Hall of Famer, he's now more of a cautionary tale for young fighters. Reflecting on his career, he spoke about how much winning a world title has meant to him. Honestly, all of my world titles are special to me, he said. Becoming a world champion was my dream, and every time I won, I cried. I know I'll cry again when I win my next one.
I'm just ready for the bell to ring and for my opponent to be across. Shit, that's like Black Cop right there.
Nah, good luck. Don't fuck me up.
Nah, man, I feel good, man. Training camp's been going great, and I'm ready to put on a great performance.
Broner just talked to us, he relocated to Vegas for camp, in camp with Tank, and obviously in camp with Coach Calvin and the team. Talk to us about the experience, getting ready alongside his brother.
His fight against Blair Cobbs was viewed as his last chance to revive his career. He's no longer the young champion who was once the face of premier boxing champions, with only 2 fights in the last 5 years. Broner knows he needs a statement win to prove he's still relevant. During a media workout, he opened up about the harsh realities of boxing. Boxing can chew you up and spit you out, he said. Once you're done, they're already looking for the next star. I always tell fighters to do what's best for them.
Broner just talked to us, he relocated to Vegas for camp, in camp with Tank, and obviously in camp with Coach Calvin and the team. Talk to us about the experience, getting ready alongside his brother for the fight.
It's like being at home, being back with my love brother, it feels good. Being along the side of them, training together, we both getting ready for a fight. I always feel great.
Despite his struggles, Broner has had an impressive career 30 for wins for losses. He even stepped away from the sport at one point to focus on his mental health before making a comeback. Managing his mental state has been an ongoing battle, especially after an emotional apology letter to his friends went viral. People have questioned whether he's truly in the right mindset. Over the past few years, he's dealt with personal struggles that have limited him to just for fights in 6 years. Now 33, he's back in the ring, but continues to fight his demons: alcoholism, drug addiction, and personal challenges. He's also been open about his gambling problems and complicated relationships.
Problems, but you can't go to nobody.
While Tank Davis is focused on making a strong comeback in a rematch against Lamont Roach, hoping to correct past mistakes, Adrien Broner's future remains uncertain. Many wonder if he'll ever reclaim his place in the boxing spotlight. Broner hasn't said much about his next move, seemingly tired of the cycle of retiring and coming back. This time, he's chosen to stay quiet about his future. Meanwhile, the New York State Athletic Commission has refused to overturn the draw in favor of Lamont Roach. Even though Davis's supporters don't want to admit it, the boxing world sees the truth. Lamont Roach was robbed of his victory. For all the latest boxing news, highlights, and updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications. Until next time, peace out.